So what is up, guys? I haven't done a video in a good long while. I wanted to make one helpful like my CLA video to help you guys decide whether or not you should buy BCAAs. So many reasons on why people take BCAAs: muscle soreness, muscle recovery, preserving lean muscle mass. So I went ahead and did some research proving BCAAs effective in some cases. So let's talk about muscle soreness first and see what these studies have to say, and we'll move on from there. So in a study involving 15 young men around the ages of 21 years old, were divided into three groups. The control, 10 grams BCAA pre, 10 grams BCAA post. They performed 30 repetitions of eccentric upper arm exercises. They found delayed onset muscle soreness, circumference, and range of motion were significantly improved in the pre-workout group, more so than the control and post. So not only did this research show that BCAAs help with muscle soreness, but the optimal time to take it in their case was pre-workout. So another study with 12 males, the ages of 23 years old, and who were familiar with resistance training, supplemented with 10 grams twice daily of MyProtein BCAAs or a placebo. They performed 100 consecutive jump squats and measured soreness after, and found that soreness was significantly lower at 24 and 48 hours after the BCAA group. So another study there backing up that BCAAs does help with muscle soreness, and the theory behind why this works is based on the reduction in creatine kinase. It makes the explanation tenable that the secondary damage phase is reduced by the aforementioned uptake of BCAAs for protein synthesis, thus limiting the extent of damage. So you guys know when you guys go to the gym, lift heavy weight, the first phase is damage. You tear the muscle. The second phase is inflammation. So that's actually the muscle soreness feeling that you feel is from inflammation. So with BCAAs being more bioavailable, it was able to speed up the recovery time, shorten the inflammation period of time, which is shortening the time period of feeling sore. So if you want to take BCAAs for muscle soreness, go ahead and do it. There's other research proving that BCAAs does help with the soreness as well. Now moving on to why most of us take BCAAs and why I personally take BCAAs is to preserve lean muscle mass, especially during contest prep. BCAAs is a staple in my supplement stack. But let's go ahead and talk about the research here. Very promising, but there's a lot wrong with this research. I'll go ahead and talk about the research first, and then we'll talk about what's wrong with it after. So 17 resistance trained males between the ages of 21 and 28 were randomized to a BCAA carbohydrate group, who all participated in a hypocaloric diet, meaning calorie deficit. After 8 weeks, carbohydrate group saw a loss in lean mass, while the BCAA group saw no change in lean mass and a decrease in fat mass. And in the older study, 36 strength trained males with a minimum of 2 years resistance training either consumed 14 grams BCAAs, 28 grams protein, or 28 grams of carbohydrates. This study concluded that the ingestion of a supplement containing BCAAs while following an 8-week resistance training program resulted in a greater decrease in percent body fat, an increase in lean mass, and 10 rep max strength gain. So these two studies seem very promising, but unfortunately there's a lot wrong going on with these. So first off, both of these studies are funded by Scivation, and they're the Extend BCAA company, and that was the supplement used in these studies. Not only that, they didn't disclose that in the older study saying that it was Extend BCAAs. They just said a BCAA containing supplement. And Jim Stoppani is the head researcher of the older study. Not discrediting Jim Stoppani, but he works for bodybuilding.com, and bodybuilding.com sells Extend BCAAs. So whenever there's money involved, you might get biased results. Examine.com agrees that these are limiting factors. Not only that, Extend BCAAs contains 2.5 grams glutamine and 1 gram citrulline. So that's another variable thrown in. Is it the glutamine or is it the citrulline that's helping us preserve the lean mass and losing fat mass? So we can't fully trust those, unfortunately. So that being said, I still am a strong believer of BCAAs, especially Extend BCAAs. I even did their selfie challenge in 2015, and though I didn't win, I still take their BCAAs, and my clients take it as well. But I wanted to dig deeper and figure out, is it the placebo effect, or are BCAAs really helping me out during contest prep? So there are two genes involved with muscle breakdown. That's muscle ring finger 1 and muscle atrophy F-box. Those are the two responsible for muscle breakdown. So I found a study that showed that BCAAs might be beneficial in lowering these levels, or lowering these genes during times of muscle breakdown. So in a study titled Intake of Branched Chain Amino Acids Influence the Levels of Muscle Atrophy F-box mRNA and Muscle Ring Finger Total Protein in Resting and Exercise Human Muscle, found that BCAA ingestion reduced muscle atrophy at box mRNA and prevented the exercise-induced muscle ring finger 1 total protein. The study concluded that BCA has an anabolic effect on human skeletal muscle. So, guys, there is something going on with BCAAs. They're amino acids, they signal protein synthesis, prove that BCAAs can lower the genes that cause muscle breakdown. I believe in BCAAs, guys. During my contest prep, it is a staple in my stack. My clients who are calorie deficits take BCAAs as well. Hopefully that helps you guys decide on whether or not you should take BCAAs. I'm a strong believer of them. If you guys find any research that blatantly says that BCAAs can't help you in a calorie deficit, let me know, comment, and I will check it out. I will leave the links for these research studies that I found. I will leave them in the description box below. But other than that, guys, that concludes this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys want to see next, and I'll be sure to start getting videos out weekly, more so than monthly. But other than that, guys, that concludes the video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.